A struggling artist named Finn is having a hard time starting a new painting. He lives with his best friend Jasper, who happens to be a terrible gambler. Finn's girlfriend, Callie, lives with them too, and later on, she prepares food for the two guys. Finn looks unhappy with his job as a building manager, and one day while working, he spots a strange hat lying next to a locked storage room. The security guard named Joe mentions that a tenant's car has some parking tickets. Finn tells Callie to check on the guy because he hasn't paid rent either. Callie heads over to the tenant's apartment. His name is Henry, but no one answers the door, so she decides to go inside. She later calls the two boys, and they find out that Henry has been taking pictures of them while they're in the living room. They also notice a large camera aimed directly at their place. Finn takes a look at the last photo, and what bothers him is that he doesn't recall the coat rack being knocked over. That night, as Callie is about to leave for work, she accidentally bumps into the coat rack, knocking it over, just like in the photo. They begin to suspect something strange is going on, but Jasper brushes it off, saying it's silly to think a camera could snap photos of the future. A few moments later, the big machine powers on and suddenly takes another picture. This time, the photo shows what looks like a party happening in their apartment. Finn studies the other pictures taken by the camera and figures out that it captures an image every night at 8 p.m., and the most recent one shows a party they're going to have the next day. Callie comes across Henry's journal, where he wrote about his invention and how he had seen the moment of his own death. He knew he shouldn't try to change what's coming, but he was ready to take the chance if it meant avoiding his fate. They soon find a photo of him, and Finn realizes it's the same hat he saw earlier. They head to the storage room and that's where they find the old man's body. His clothes are still in good shape, but his body is badly burned. The three come to a conclusion: it's dangerous to mess with time like Henry did. Jasper suggests they could get rich using the time-traveling camera by putting the next day's race results in front of it. Finn doesn't agree and says they should call the police, but Jasper reminds him that the latest pictures showed them having a party, which means they didn't report anything. He finally convinces them to keep the device for now. During the party, Finn snaps a photo at the same time the big camera does, and it turns out to be exactly like the one they saw earlier. The newest photo shows Jasper holding the winning bets for the next day, and Finn has finally made a fresh painting. He shows the picture to the others and they all get excited. The next day, Finn is still unsure if they should follow what the photo shows, but Callie reminds him that if they stray from it, they might end up like Henry. Using the betting slips shown in the picture, Jasper finally hits the jackpot. Finn also begins working on the painting he saw himself making. Each new photo shows them celebrating nightly, while Jasper keeps winning and piling up money. But then one day, the camera snaps a photo of Jasper and Callie kissing behind Finn's back. Finn is heartbroken, and they don't understand why it happened, but they all know one thing: if they don't follow what the photo says, they could end up burnt to a crisp like the old man. The three begin setting things up for the photo, and when Finn finishes his painting, he notices that Callie is still kissing Jasper in an intimate way. They both try to apologize to him, but then Finn shows them a new photo where Jasper is seen talking to a man inside their living room. Jasper says it's his bookie, but he has no idea why the guy would be visiting him. That evening, Finn and Callie stay outside since they're not part of the photo anyway. Finn admits he got jealous and didn't handle the situation well. Callie apologizes again, and the two manage to make up. Jasper's bookie, Ivan, arrives because he suspects Jasper of cheating. Ivan starts smashing a few things to scare him, until Jasper finally says he has an insider. He refuses to say who it is but suggests that Ivan just follow his bets instead. Moments later, Callie barges in, furious, because the next photo reveals Jasper peeking while she's being painted nude by Finn. Ivan looks at the picture and leaves quietly. The next night, Jasper goes to his spot while the couple starts on the nude painting again, but they're surprised to see Jasper entering with Ivan and his henchman, Marcus. Ivan had already figured out that the shadow he saw in the earlier photo was his own, so he asks how it got there. Afraid his friends might get hurt, Jasper leads them to the large camera. After explaining how it works, Ivan demands that Jasper take daily photos showing the winning bets and hand them over to Marcus. In exchange, he won't harm them, and they'll get 5% of the profits. The following day, Jasper gets ready for the next shot. However, the picture shows Finn holding a painting of a skull. This feels odd since Finn has never painted anything like that, and Jasper suspects it's a sign that something bad is coming. Now paranoid, Jasper hides different weapons around the house. The next night, Joe tells Finn that he's now joined the police force. Marcus, who is nearby, overhears and walks off. Moments later, Ivan shows up, suspecting that they've contacted the police. Finn tries to explain, but Ivan doesn't buy it, and just when he's about to hurt Callie, Jasper tells him that the photo for tomorrow shows him being killed by his own henchman. Ivan grabs Marcus's gun and storms off to check the camera, but when he sees the photo, he rushes back, only to find Marcus already dead. Jasper appears behind him and hits him with a baseball bat until he stops breathing. After hiding the bodies in the storage room, Jasper sees that the next picture shows him smiling while sitting on a pile of money. Shortly after, a woman named Dr. Heidecker arrives, looking for Henry. When she spots Henry's hat, she pulls out a gun, and the two lead her to the storage room. Dr. Heidecker explains that she knows about the camera and doesn't believe Henry died from tampering with time. She thinks he passed away due to accidental thorium gas exposure after trying to dispose of the canisters. Perhaps Henry panicked after seeing the photo of a thorium canister beside his hat and blood, thinking it was his own death. It turns out that the photo is set to happen the next day. Jasper asks how Henry managed to take a picture 2 weeks into the future. When Dr. Heidecker says she doesn't know how to work the settings, Jasper shoots her on the spot. The following night, Finn wants to leave for good, but Callie refuses to come because she appears in tomorrow's photo. Finn is devastated because the photo shows Callie on top of Jasper while he appears passed out on the couch. Finn blames himself for what happened, saying he's been a coward all along. He reveals that he once bought an engagement ring but never had the courage to propose. He says there might still be a way to fix things, but Jasper suddenly hits him and knocks him out. Finn later wakes up tied to a chair in the storage room. Jasper still believes they shouldn't mess with time, so he's trying to stop Finn from running away. But Finn finds Henry's old keys and manages to escape the room. He calls Jasper and warns that he'll destroy the camera if he doesn't let him and Callie leave. Finn tells his girlfriend to grab Jasper's gun, and once she's inside the house, Finn gets hold of the weapon and tells Callie to pack their things. But Jasper pulls out the golf club he had hidden earlier and strikes him. Just as he's about to finish Finn off, Callie smashes a glass globe over Jasper's head, ending his life. A few moments later, Callie tells Finn that the picture for tomorrow has changed. But as Finn tries to recreate his painting, he notices that nothing is different, and he begins to wonder where the new photo came from. Callie gives him a pack of ice and tells him to rest, but Finn quietly sneaks out and catches her posing in front of the camera. He also sees her notes, which talk about killing Jasper and swapping the pictures. Callie finally confesses that the camera actually takes 2 photos a day. On the day she went to check Henry's place, she saw herself in a photo giving instructions to hide the daytime images. She also admits that she and Jasper had been cheating behind Finn's back, and the photo he saw last night was actually from a month ago. She only switched it recently to stir up a fight between them. Callie explains that their relationship had been falling apart, and her future self had been giving her advice to fix it, like making Finn jealous by kissing Jasper, all leading to the moment where she was told to get rid of Finn's best friend. Finn wants to destroy the camera, but Callie points a gun at him and insists that she can still make things right using the machine. Finn refuses to listen, so she shoots him. Callie believes she can undo what just happened by instructing her past self not to get caught. However, Joe walks by at that exact moment and spots the note and bloodstains on the window. Callie allows him to see Finn's body, thinking it won't matter once her past self receives her new instructions. But as she tries to fix the note, it slips and falls. While she rushes to put it back, Joe tackles her and takes her away. This proves that no one can truly change what's meant to happen in the future. The outcome was always the same.